Get ready for this. Your favorite milkshake might be about to get a lot more expensive. Reports are swirling that Chancellor Rachel Reeves is planning to introduce a new milkshake tax in the upcoming budget. This isn't just a rumor. It's part of a bigger plan to tackle public health, specifically obesity, by targeting sugary drinks. So, what's actually happening, and what does it mean for your wallet and your favorite treats? Let's break it all down. Right now, the UK has something called the Soft Drinks Industry Levy, which most of us just call the sugar tax. It was introduced back in 2018 and it applies to fizzy drinks like Coca-Cola and others that are high in sugar. Basically, if a drink has 5 grams of sugar or more per 100 milliliters, the manufacturer has to pay a tax of at least 18 pence per liter. The more sugar, the higher the tax. The whole idea was to encourage companies to reduce the sugar in their drinks, making them healthier for everyone, especially kids. But here's the catch. Milk-based drinks have always been exempt. The logic was that they're a good source of calcium, and taxing them might discourage kids from getting enough of it. Well, it seems the government's thinking has changed. The Treasury is now arguing that milk-based drinks aren't the calcium powerhouse we thought they were for older kids. They say that for teenagers, these drinks only contribute about 3.5% of their daily calcium, while plain milk provides 25% and fortified cereals and bread make up a massive 38%. So, the original reason for the exemption is looking a bit shaky now. Chancellor Rachel Reeves is reportedly preparing to end this exemption. This means that for the first time, sugary milkshakes, flavored milks, and other milk-based drinks will be hit by the sugar tax. But that's not all. The plan is also to make the tax even stricter. The sugar threshold is set to be lowered from 5 grams per 100 milliliters down to just 4 grams. This is a big deal because many companies, after the first sugar tax was introduced, cleverly reformulated their drinks to have just under 5 grams of sugar to avoid the levy. This new 4-gram limit would catch a whole new range of products that previously escaped the net. If these changes go through, they are expected to take effect in April 2027. The government estimates this could raise between £50 and £100 million. This move comes at a time when the Chancellor is looking for smaller, less controversial ways to raise money after backing away from bigger tax hikes like raising income tax. So, we might also see increased taxes on things like expensive homes, electric vehicles, and gambling. The milkshake tax is just one piece of a much larger financial puzzle. As you can imagine, the soft drinks industry is not happy about this at all. They're predicting chaos. Gavin Partington, the Director General of the British Soft Drinks Association, has come out swinging. He says that the industry has already invested heavily in reducing sugar, and that over 70% of soft drinks sold in the UK are already low or no sugar. He argues that many products are at the absolute limit of what is technically possible to reformulate without completely ruining the taste. His main point is that this new tax will hit consumers hard. He predicts it could add £220 million in costs, which would inevitably be passed on to us, the shoppers. He estimates that prices on supermarket shelves could jump by as much as 5%. And for what? This is the part that he says makes it all pointless. According to their calculations, the total calorie reduction from this new tax would be tiny, equating to just half a grape per person per day. So, in their view, it's all pain and no real gain. No meaningful health benefit, just higher prices for families already struggling with the cost of living. The political reaction has been just as sharp. The Shadow Chancellor, Sir Mel Stride, called the plan a milkshake tax that moves the goalposts yet again. He argues that it punishes businesses that have already played by the rules and made responsible changes. He claims the tax is just a desperate measure to fill a hole in the government's budget plans. Of course, the Treasury is staying tight-lipped, refusing to comment on budget speculation, which is standard procedure. They say the final decisions on these smaller tax measures haven't been locked in just yet. So, we have a classic showdown. On one side, you have the government and public health advocates who see this as a necessary step to combat obesity and encourage healthier choices. They point to the success of the original sugar tax in pushing companies to create lower sugar alternatives. They believe extending it to milkshakes is a logical next step to protect public health, especially for the younger generation. On the other side, you have the drinks industry and critics who see it as a misguided cash grab that will hurt both businesses and consumers. They argue it will lead to higher prices for a negligible health benefit and unfairly penalize companies that have already made significant efforts to be healthier. They believe the focus should be on education and promoting balanced lifestyles, not on punitive taxes that make everyday treats more expensive. This isn't just about milkshakes. It's a debate about the role of government in our lives and our choices. How far should they go to influence what we eat and drink? Are taxes like this an effective tool for public health, or are they just a burden on ordinary people? The original sugar tax did lead to a significant drop in the sugar content of many popular drinks. Will the same happen with milkshakes, or has the industry reached its limit? As we wait for the official budget announcement, the future of our favorite creamy drinks hangs in the balance. Will your go-to chocolate fudge milkshake suddenly become a luxury item? Will companies find new, innovative ways to make them tasty with even less sugar? Or will we just have to get used to paying a little bit more for our sweet treats? It's a complex issue with strong arguments on both sides. What do you think? Is this a sensible health measure or an unfair tax on a simple pleasure? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on stories that affect your daily life. See you in the next video.